Back again. Listen, y'all. Today, man, I got a video. It's from eight at the table podcast, and it's a dude. He's actually one of the hosts on the show, and then he's talking with this young other lady, and I guess it speaks on about like the male woman dynamic, whether or not a man to wife up a hoe. Real interesting topic. So y'all, let's dive into it.
I feel like when women say, oh, she's a hoe or she's this or she's that, and they want to know why the hoes are getting wifed up or the girls with the past or the girls who shake their booties on Instagram or stuff like that, it's because they are who they are.
But let's be honest, how many of those girls on Instagrams that's hoes and shaking their ass and involved in all of these promiscuous activities? How many of these girls who are hoes are actually getting wifed up? See, she talking about a small percent. You know what I'm saying? Any girl who twerking and dancing and doing all, there's only a few girls out there I could think that's wifed up. Cardi B got a man, and what Megan Thee Stallion was dating another dude. Outside of that, all the other girls who video models and all this other shit is dancing, wearing provocative clothing and showing posting thirst traps. None of those girls got rings. So mass majority of those girls aren't getting wiped up.
At the end of the night, a man doesn't have to guess who she is. It's the girl that has to hide who she is, and he is finding out like all of this.
But see, a girl ain't gotta hide who they is if they actually was reserving their value. If they wasn't out here being promiscuous and sleeping with all these different men, because women know that their body count is attached to their value. So if you were out here reserving your value, not fucking a whole bunch of different men and displaying in the bad girl behavior, then you wouldn't have to lie about who you is. You wouldn't have to hide about it. You could actually tell the truth, and guess what? Still be able to retain a guy, top tier. But see, when you got a whole bunch of other stuff going on, then yeah, you're gonna lie. Yeah, you're gonna try to shake and move. Yeah, you're gonna be afraid to tell the truth because you know what you done is not acceptable. Yeah, like I said, they're very adaptable. They tend to be some say most of those girls tend to be down to earth and stuff like that. And I guess that's the thing that those guys latch on to. But even still, even if you bring all those components together, for me, it's just not gonna be enough. A hoe gonna be a hoe, man. That's just nah. I'm not tolerating that. No promiscuous behavior over here.
Yo, because earlier today, right, we had a guy talk, like earlier today we were talking, and they said that one of my homies said, my dad taught me one thing is that you never know. When it comes to women, you never know. And that's such a broad statement, but it describes a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
So when a girl but I'm not gonna lie, those typically don't get white for long.
Every woman is different for the man that she wants to be different for. Like, I may have been a hoe.
I agree with that.
I may have not taken any guy serious, but then I get with you and I'm like, I tell you
wanna be my wife?
everything.
It don't work that way.
I'm different. Like it does. It can work differently. Like
want a second-
women are different. Just like
I agree that women are different than men. Yeah.
a man is different for the woman. You might not spend nothing on me, but go to the next girl and you buy her everything.
But it's different though, because this is why it's different. And we can't speak when it comes to women versus men on that ideology, only in my opinion, only because a man is typically the provider. Now, if the woman is providing, then she could do whatever she wants to do. But when it's a man, it's like,
I agree with that.
yo, if I'm gonna provide for you, knowing that the person I'm providing for was out here with all of these other persons, I kind of look crazy providing for a person who has been spread thin.
That's easy.
Facts. No man want to be embarrassed about the woman that he's providing for. No man want to be sitting there paying full price for something that a whole bunch of men around him that got for free. It's embarrassing. It makes him look bad.
Ego. That's ego talking. And when you release the ego and you talk with reassurance and confidence, then you won't have to feel.
No, that's not ego talking. That's facts talking. No guy don't want to be sitting here paying full price for something that a mass majority of men got for free. Just like y'all women ain't gonna want to go on the Audi dealership, the BMW dealership, the Benz dealership, and you don't want to pay no full price for no E-Class Benz with no 200,000 miles on it. Exactly. We don't want to pay full price for a female who's been with everybody.
Like you have to talk because what you're really saying is, I don't want my friends looking at me providing for you, and you used to be this, and that. Like, if you're confident in yourself.
No, we saying we don't want to be providing for we don't want to pay full price for something that the rest of all them dudes got for free. That's what we're saying.
Yes, this is a woman, but she's changed, and you may have had her, but you have not had her in the way that I've had her.
If he had her sexually, he already had her in the way you had her. I disagree with that.
I mean, I look at it as standards, not ego. And
straight up, agreed. Standards, not ego. Facts.
At the end of the day, we have to draw the line on what our standards are. Because at some point in time, you're not going to deal with certain things that somebody's bringing to the table, or I don't want to say bring to the table that, but certain things that somebody's past has, that has transpired in their past. As a man, and I'm telling you, for most men, we're not going to stick with that, knowing, because as a man, my woman.
You want the truth. Now, a woman doesn't feel like, and to go back to what we were talking about with women towing the line or lying or withholding information, and that's because of what you're just saying right now. Like, a woman can be your perfect candidate, but because of her past, you X her out without even giving her a chance.
Well, if she got a past, she ain't the perfect candidate. Cause say she's a perfect candidate, she would have reserved her value by not going out here fucking a whole bunch of different dudes, having semen demons, being out in the clubs, in environments that are conducive to bad girl behavior. Say she was the one, that's what she would be doing, reserving her value.
Of her past. Now, if I lie to you about that past and show you me, and you get to know me, and then you find out about my past, maybe.
No, that's even worse.
We appreciate honesty, but at the same time, guess what? Your past is your past. Y'all want a man with a future, and we don't want a woman with a past. So whether you honest with us, we gonna respect you for being honest. But guess what? At the end of the day, we don't want to wife up. We're not gonna wife up no hoe. Just like if when you first come to the table as a guy and you talking to a female, a beautiful, attractive girl that's got a substantial amount of options, and you go out with her, you ain't gonna be like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. You're a beautiful girl, but I want to take you home right now and fuck the shit out of you. She gonna be like, oh heck no, you trying to treat me like I'm some slut. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to be talked to that. They want to be spoken to in a special way, in a way that's gonna make them attracted to you and more aroused. Yeah, he can't sit down and just come direct with you and tell you he just want to fuck. You gonna be like, yeah, I appreciate the honesty, but guess what? You ain't gonna give him no ass. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate the honesty, but guess what? Nothing sexually is going to transpire. Same difference with a female. You go out there and be honest about your past, cool. We respect you for being honest, but that don't mean we gotta wife you up. Just like if a man honest with you, that don't mean you gotta go home and have sex with him. So that's the thing though, man. Women, they want to go out there, y'all, and they want to do whatever they want to do. But then they still want you to come through and be Superman and Super Dave and save the day. You go out, give yourself to all these other guys for free admission. Then the man has worked extremely hard to develop himself and become somebody. You expect him to overlook all of your bad decision making and pay for something that you gave to everybody else for free, when it was a whole bunch of other women out here that like him, that's fighting for him, that reserved their value. When you was out fucking everybody else, they weren't. They were reserving them value, learning, becoming the best version of themselves as a woman so that they can attract the right guy. That's the women who are going to get the last thing. Those are the women who are going to get commitment from men that put in the work. You want to be promiscuous? Sure. A lot of guys like promiscuous women. They're good for fun, recreational use only. But as far as a relationship, they won't take them serious. You have to reserve your value as a woman. Just like a man got to go out there and earn and develop himself and become that top tier guy that most guys aren't. Guess what? Well, guess what? You need to reserve yourself by keeping your legs closed, not fucking a lot of guys, being feminine, being cooperative, understanding how to add value to a top tier man's life. Both parties got to do the work. It's no ifs, ands, buts about it. And that's just the way it got to be, man. Because real man, like that guy right there that respects himself, like what did he say? No, it's not about ego. It's about standards. Just like that female ain't fucking you if you ain't got your money on point. If you ain't tall, if you ain't at least 6 foot tall, you ain't making six figures. You ain't ambitious. You ain't a leader. You ain't competent. She don't want to be bothered with you. She got standards, right? Well, we got standards too. And our standards say we don't want to wife up no hoe. We don't want to wife up no promiscuous woman. Why I want to be the female who done slept with all my homeboys, my brothers, and my cousins, and then all of a sudden, oh no, she gonna be different with me. What's the difference? How you gonna be different with me? You slept with all them, you done slept with me. That don't make you no different. You're doing the same thing with one guy you did with everybody else. You know what makes you different as a woman? Now to differentiate yourself, keeping your fucking legs closed and reserving your value, being feminine, being cooperative, getting on that man's program. That's how you differentiate yourself from the other guy, the other women, I mean. Be adding peace to his life. When he go out every day and got to compete in a competitive, hardcore world. That's how you differentiate yourself as a female. But they don't want to do that. They all want to go out and fuck and burn up all their youth and their beauty, and then think some guy's supposed to come through to work so hard and he's supposed to overlook all the women who reserve their value and go be with you. No, delusional. Not gonna happen. Real men that respect themselves is doing things. We're not gonna accept that. And that's what most of them fail to realize. It's not an ego thing. Like he said, it's standards. See, they're allowed to have their standards, but they don't want us to have ours. That's where guys like myself come in. That's where men that respect themselves come in at. That's where men that go out there and build and develop themselves come in at and say, it's a standard thing. Yeah, it's going to be standards for men too. They got standards. We got standards too. We don't want no promiscuous women. Niggas might mess around with them on the side, but she won't be the bride. That's a fact. But like I said before, man, I've heard the terms about them being very down to earth because they done dealt with so many different guys, so they know how to adjust, and they great in bed, they extremely talented. All that's cool. But when you a guy like myself who got standards, man, ain't no woman gonna be to lure you in with no good sex. No, you're gonna have to have a lot more going on than that. You're gonna have to bring something to the table that most girls can't bring to the table. You're gonna have to differentiate yourself. You're gonna have to add value. You're gonna have to be somebody who was keeping their legs closed when everybody else was out fucking. You're gonna have to be a loyal female. It's a whole lot of women who can have sex. A whole lot of beautiful women. There's a whole lot of curvy women. It's a whole lot of exotic looking women. It's a whole lot of soft-spoken women. Whole lot of feminine women. Whole lot of cooperative women. How many of those women were reserving a value? Keeping that body count at a bay? The loyalty. Very few. Very few. We're not accepting that. But listen, y'all, man. That's what I wanted to put out here, man. I wanted to elaborate on this video right here, man. That's all I got to say about this, man. Listen, y'all, I'm growing this channel. I'm seeing people watching. Listen, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Support the movement. The more I get from y'all, the more I can give to y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. That's all I got to say about that one, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out.
Yeah, got the streets on fire, feel the heat, the Wayne way. Ain't never had no handouts, put in work, I'm self-made. Superhero strength, I got the power, Luke Cage. Flexing on them haters like Drake. This is real rap, no cap. Bust it down like Pat.